Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video actually gave me a lot of anxiety with preparing to do because this is a video I've wanted to do for like years now but can never figure out the answer to it. Today's video is going to be discussing rinse out versus leave-in conditioners. I didn't realize that I wasn't the only one apparently who was kind of like confused about it, didn't really know the difference about it, so this is what today's video is going to be about. This took a lot of research actually, even till really right before filming this video. I think I have a pretty good grasp on it right now, but it involves a lot of science. Surprisingly, like I really don't care for science, but I know that's a lot of like understanding hair growth and hair remedies and just hair in general. It's basically surrounded by science and chemistry. So to get started, I have notes here, a whole lot of notes. A rinse out conditioner is defined as something that treats your hair by coating it and filling in the hair cuticles to make it more manageable and stronger. Basically, it's like a thicker version of a conditioner. A leave-in conditioner is usually a lighter formula, so it's something that's really light, helps basically detangle your hair. It's made for daily use. It adds shine, reduces friction to prevent breakage, restores moisture, and promotes manageability. And it's usually free of oil, so it doesn't feel like if you're weighing your hair down as you would if you were to leave in a rinse out conditioner. Basically, it's like because it's thicker, it'll make your hair feel like it's more weighed down. In the past, I have actually used a rinse out conditioner as a leave-in before. It was part of making my relaxer curly method. I used to rinse my hair out every single day though, but I would use it as like a styling technique. A big thing with using a rinse out conditioner as a leave-in conditioner, it's not suggested, but I know a lot of people, especially naturals, will do that. Me included, I did that before. I didn't realize that rinse out conditioners are made that way specifically, obviously, because they're made to rinse it out, but what I couldn't grasp was why are they so different than leave-in conditioners? How are you supposed to tell if it doesn't say it on the directions, which some of them don't, or some of them say you can use it as both? I found this online, so I'll link everything, all the resources that I found and used all this information from in the description box so you guys can verify it yourselves. According to chemists, they distinguish the two based on their deposition. A rinse out conditioner is considered a dilution deposition, which means it usually has like silicones and some oils is basically what it's great for. The ingredients will use a fallout method when the water is rinsed from the hair strands. That makes sense because obviously it just glides off your hair. So that's basically what that means with dilution deposition. When it comes to a leave-in conditioner, it's using a charge deposition, which makes a lot of sense actually, even though this is very scientific. So it says quaternary ammonium, which is positive charge, attracts to the damaged sites on your hair, which is basically if you have damaged hairs, it's like a negative. So the positive attracts to the negative, and that way it bonds itself together to help make sure your hair is stronger and more manageable. If you apply a leave-in conditioner and start coming through, your hair won't start breaking off immediately. So that's what the leave-in conditioner is designed as. If you use a rinse out conditioner as a leave-in conditioner, what are the pros and cons of it, since so many people are like kind of like using it but they're really not supposed to be? The only really negative I saw was that it can cause skin irritation, and I never experienced it, but just because I always rinsed my hair that night, basically washed my hair every day with conditioner in general, and sometimes I use my rinse out conditioner as a leave-in, but it was always gone later that day. But that is something you want to be careful with. So apparently you can be, depending on the ingredients that are included in a rinse out conditioner, when used as a leave-in it can cause skin irritation, which is why they're designed to just leave them on your hair for a short period of time, which usually they say 2 to 3 minutes. Some people go up to 10 minutes. It's really hard apparently to determine which ingredient is causing that, which chemical is causing that. And I think that was another hard thing that I was trying to grasp, was what specific ingredient is distinguishing rinse out versus leave-in, and there really isn't many. So I'm using 4 as examples of conditioners that I actually have in my house. 3 of them I use basically on a regular basis, not daily, but it's my hair care regimen. And the other one is something that a lot of people, especially naturals, use. Rinse out conditioner, I have 1, and this I've used for years, and this is Aussie's Miraculously Smooth Conditioner. Of all the conditioners I'm featuring in this video, this is the only one with the shortest amount of ingredients, which was really surprising, and actually like a good thing for Aussie considering it's obviously has chemicals in it, but I was really surprised to see such a short paragraph compared to like the leave-in conditioners. I've used this since like the very beginning of my YouTube channel, which is Mane and Tails conditioner. This made me question that just because it has directions for both, and I'm not really sure why, but this one's like really confusing to me. I've always used this as a leave-in conditioner because if it says you can leave it in, like what's the point in rinsing it out? Like I just don't understand that. So I'm not really sure why they give you the option of both. To me, since it's so thin, it doesn't really give you that, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't fulfill the purpose of having it as a rinse out conditioner because it's so thin. Like it doesn't give you that same, at least to me, it doesn't give that same effect as you would when you're rinsing out a rinse out conditioner because it's obviously thicker. You can feel it leaving your hair strands and just coating it as it goes along. This, I don't really feel like it does that, so, but that's my personal opinion. Hair and Body Moisturizer leave-in conditioner, and this is by Paul Mitchell. This is also one of my favorite leave-in conditioners, which I've featured several times in a video. And then the last one, I actually don't use this. This Cantu's leave-in conditioner, shea butter, and repair cream. I don't ever use this. I've used it like here and there in the past, like growing up, but I really don't ever use this, and it's because it just, even when I was natural, because like right now I'm technically transitioning because half my hair is natural, the rest is relaxed. It just, I just don't know what it is. It's just so, it kind of just like sits on my hair. It doesn't feel like it's really doing much to my hair. To me, it gives me that feeling when you have dry hair, but you put on a leave-on conditioner without wetting your hair first. That's how this feels to me. It just feels like it just doesn't belong, and it just is just sitting there. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do? It was really hard trying to compare all of them, trying to see what that difference was in terms of an ingredient, because the list is just so long. And surprisingly, this one, it's literally, look how big of a paragraph that is. Like, that's all the ingredients in this one as a leave-in conditioner. Much shorter for the other two leave-in conditioners of Paul Mitchell and Mane and Tail. That was like really discouraging to me, just the fact that it was so long. The only ingredient I could really figure out that was similar in all the leave-in conditioners was glycerin. Glycerin attracts moisture onto your skin, which is why it's considered a humectant. Pulls that water from the humidity to basically attach to your hair to make your hair seem not dry. Like, I remember when I was doing Monostat years ago, when I was putting it on my hair, there was a hair treatment. It was like Bar Organics, I think. Moroccan argan oil treatment, I think is what it was called. And it didn't say rinse out, but apparently you were supposed to rinse it out. So I used to put it on my hair every single night, and it piled up on my scalp and all that stuff. I mean, it was fine. Like, clearly I didn't notice a difference, but apparently you were supposed to rinse that out, but the directions didn't say so. It took me like literally years. I've been asking this question, what's the difference between a rinse out and a leave-in conditioner, since literally like 2012, 2013. And that's basically when I started my YouTube channel. I had no idea what the difference was, like, besides it just saying, hey, rinse out after so many minutes. I'm really not good at science, so hopefully that explains something to somebody. So if you're in the store and you're looking at the ingredients trying to figure out which one is going to work, especially if you're building your hair regimen where you're changing from relaxed to natural, you're trying to figure out which products to use, hopefully this is helpful for you to determine which one it is, especially if the directions don't indicate that already. And if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, please remember to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, thanks for watching.